Me llamo Francisco. Voy a ser tu profesor de español. And today we're talking about idiomatic uses of tener. So when something has been used idiomatically, it means that it has a special meaning. And we are going to talk about the verb tener. We know that from the previous lessons that tener means to have. So we use tener when showing or expressing what we call possession. In this case, we only need the conjugation of tener, the one that we did the other time during the possessive form. The meanings that we're going to have today are not the same. For example, I'll give you the first one, which is tener hambre. Tener hambre will not be to have, but we're going to have a special meaning, which is to be hungry. Look at this. So we won't say to have, but to be hungry, though tener means to have. The other one is tener sed. Look at tener sed. Tener sed is not to have, but to be thirsty. To be thirsty. But don't say to have thirsty. Then we have tener calor, which is to be hot. Tener frío, to be cold. Look at what we're doing. We're using to be, which should be ser, but we don't use ser or estar in this case. Tener prisa means to be in a hurry. So this is hot, frío is cold, and then we have prisa, which is hurry, to be in a hurry. Tener sueño means to be sleepy, but not to have. So this is to be sleepy, but not to have. That is tener sueño. Tener razón, in this case, means to be right. So if you are right, I say tienes razón. Then tener paciencia is to be patient. And the last one is tener miedo, which means to be afraid. So in this case, if I want to use the verb tener with my expressions, I'm going to use the normal conjugation, the way I've shown you in this case. And then I can come up with short questions or some sentences. For example, we can talk about tienes hambre. Tienes hambre. So we said that tener hambre means to be hungry. So if I want to ask you, are you hungry? I'll ask you, tienes hambre? Tienes because of what? Because tienes means you have. So I'm going to use the tienes but not tengo. But in my answer, I'm going to answer as I, and therefore I need tengo. So I'm going to say, no, I begin by answering the question. So I'm going to say, sí, tengo hambre. Sí, tengo hambre. So sí means yes. Yes, I'm hungry. So if I'm not, I'm going to say no, no tengo hambre. To mean no, I'm not hungry. So basically that's how you're going to do it. Then you can as well choose any person that you want. You can choose I, you, he or she, we, you, and then they. Let's say I want to use tenemos. So I can say tenemos prisa, to mean we are in a hurry. Tenemos prisa, we are in a hurry. So you can choose another one. Let's say they. If it's they, I'm going to use the last one. And I'm going to say tienen, let's say, sueño. They are sleeping. So I'm going to say tienen sueño, to mean they are sleeping. So what you'll be doing is you'll be choosing any expression that you want according to that situation. And then you conjugate the verb tener, but don't give the meaning to have. And then you'll be able to show all this with much ease. And then you practice, you can put them into practice by speaking. And then by doing that, you enjoy learning your language and speaking the language. So practice, let's speak, let's enjoy together. And so with that, we come to the end of our lesson. So muchas gracias. Ciao.